Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Justin and I like motorbikes. And today we're looking at my 2022 Kawasaki Z900RS. If you're unfamiliar with this bike, it is a modern classic, obviously. It's kind of meant to make the heartstrings harken back to the 1970s when Kawasaki had their Z1. In this case, it is a 948cc inline four from the Z900, unsurprisingly, which is a modern naked, upright naked sport bike. And this one has the metal teardrop tank, a lot of the retro badging, and beautiful blue and gold candy paint. It's a beautiful bike. It's a bike I love, a bike I've come to really enjoy, and a bike that is just about perfect for what I want it for, which is little cruises, little spurts around town, just a fun bike to have out. What I don't love about it is something that I have done to it, unsurprisingly, and that is this. This is my USB port on the handlebar. There is no USB port or any form of charging port at the front of this bike, and so what I have done to charge my phone, which sits on this quad lock, is to install this little voltmeter that has also a USB-A and a USB-C charging port. Found it on Amazon. Install was easy. And all in all, it's great. But it's not really what I was looking for or needed. And the red and black wire running through, every time I see it, I just kind of get an ugly feeling in my stomach. So we're going to fix that today. Let me show you what I found. So my solution is this quick charge bar mount, all black, including black wire, USB A and C USB adapter. That's made by a company called Whoop. It's out of China. We'll flip it over here. You can see it's got some pretty easy connections. Yeah. About 16 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. And yeah, we're going to put it on. All right, so here's this USB socket adapter. Again, outside of the packaging, you can see we've got a black cable. Has a positive and negative terminal, goes to the battery. It's got an SAE connection, so you can quickly disconnect it. But you can see here, we've got a USB-A, USB-C that's slide closed, and it actually fits around the bar. So it's an interesting design, and I actually kind of like it, but I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. So let's take a look at the bike and see where it's going to go. All right, so here it is, loosely sitting on the handlebars just to kind of get a look for it. Obviously, it's upside down right now. I just now saw that, but let me flip that just because it's going to annoy me. So let's do this. We'll have the wire on the bottom, of course. And there we go. So yeah, I like the look of it on the handlebars, but I definitely don't like it sitting on the right side of that mirror and clutch perch, as you can see over here. So because of that, I think we're going to scoot that down and move this over somewhere in here. So I know it's going to scoot the clutch handle down a little bit or clutch lever down a little bit, but I think it's going to be worth it for the look in this case. So let's do that and I'll come back and update you. All right, so it's installed. See, I have the USB ports exposed right now. Looks pretty good. I think I might try to neat it up a little bit. Looks a little whopper jawed there, but I'm happy with that. I think that's much more low profile than is that red wire and such, and we'll get that cleaned up. I can put a different voltmeter somewhere else on the bike if I need to. I'm not terribly worried about that at this point. So yeah, let me get it cleaned up and I'll show you how I run the wire. All right, so unwiring that red and black wire here to wire in the new all black wire and give you an idea of how it runs on the Z900RS specifically, and a lot of standard bikes. It comes down here, see a little bit of a cable wire keeper here. Slides there between the triple trees, between the forks. And then it runs here under the tank. And then you can see down here that it comes and it follows kind of that main wiring loom. And eventually it comes up here to the battery. So I'm going to take the red and black out, replace it with the all black. I did plug in the USB ports to make sure that they do in fact work. They do in fact charge. It is fast charging, so all good there. All right, so I had forgotten that in between that voltmeter and the two leads at the battery was simply a long double-ended SAE cable, which means I already have a fused SAE lead on the battery. So it means I don't have to disconnect the battery to connect this. I just have to run the wire from the USB port, neaten it up, and we can put everything back together. So it's a little bit of a win, a little bit of a victory. Again, SAE's common standard. I did check the fuse types, or the fuse resistance, and we're all good there. So no issues there. So let's get everything buttoned back up and neatened up. So getting the wire in, yes, I'll come back up and make sure I cleanly cut off the cable ties or zip ties, whatever you prefer. Just wanted to stop and say very quickly that whenever you're doing wiring, whether it be a motorcycle or automotive or really anything, if you have a trace, a group of cables or a wire you can follow, especially when you're talking about running wire up around, say, the steering head of the bike, anytime you're going to be going through moving parts, going through an area that might get warm or hot even, it behooves you, it benefits you to follow what's already there. Because 10 to 1, the folks doing the wiring on that bike hopefully have more knowledge of what is safe to run, where it is safe to run wire and where it's not. So it's a good rule of thumb to follow. All right, so we're all buttoned up. The USB charge ports have been installed. The wires ran neatly, ran cleanly, and everything put back together. And yeah, everything's all good. It was a very easy install, very straightforward install on a Z900RS and probably on most standard motorcycles. Now, the argument could be made that you don't need a USB port on a bike like this. You just need to ride and enjoy it. And I don't disagree with you. But I like having my phone out for navigation and to maybe swap songs on my headset. So it's good to have. And this looks a lot better than the voltmeter that was on there previously. So here we go. It's installed, it works, and something with that changes, I'll make sure to report back here. I can't thank you enough for watching. If you made it this far, please consider liking the video. If you like what we're doing here, please consider subscribing. It definitely helps out the channel. And if you can ride right now, if the weather is conducive to that in your neck of the woods, then please go out and do that and do so safely. And for everyone else, hopefully you'll get there just like I will, more quickly than we think. Thanks again for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.